Good morning, students. Today we will take another colligative property, that is elevation in boiling point. सबसे पहले हमें ये जानना ज़रूरी है कि boiling point क्या है. Boiling point is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. So how will you know that the vapor pressure has become equal to atmospheric pressure? एक सिंपल सा एक्टिविटी है, एक सिंपल सा ऑब्जर्वेशन है, उससे आप जान सकते हैं वो टेम्परेचर जिस पर लिक्विड में बॉटम से सरफेस तक एक चेन ऑफ बबल सबसे पहले बार अपीयर होता है, तो उस टेम्परेचर को हम उसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट बोलते हैं. और उस टेम्परेचर पर जो वेपर प्रेशर होगा वो एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर के बराबर हो जाता है. सो बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इज द टेम्परेचर एट विच वेपर प्रेशर बिकम इक्वल टू atmospheric pressure. Now what happens if we add some non-volatile solute in the given liquid? So now addition of this non-volatile solute to the liquid will lower the vapor pressure of resulting solution, and once the vapor pressure of solution is lowered, the boiling point of the resulting solution is elevated, means the boiling point of the solution become higher than boiling point of pure liquid. इस चीज़ को हम इस ग्राफ के मेथड से, फिगर के मेथड से समझेंगे. Let us plot the variation of vapor pressure with respect to temperature. So vapor pressure on y-axis and temperature variation on x-axis. Suppose we take any pure liquid, maybe solvent for making the solution, maybe water. So suppose at room temperature the vapor pressure of solvent is this much. Now what happens when we increase the temperature? As we know, with rise in temperature the vapor pressure rises, and ultimately a time comes when it touches the atmospheric pressure line. Suppose this much of the vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure. So this is atmospheric pressure line. So now this is the temperature T0 at which the vapor pressure of the liquid touches the atmospheric pressure line. So it means at this temperature the vapor pressure become equal to atmospheric pressure, and now the boiling starts in the solution, that liquid. Now if we add some non-volatile solute, now you see once the non-volatile solute is added, now it is converted in the solution, and at the same temperature when the vapor pressure of solution is measured, then it is found lower than earlier, lower than pure liquid. And in this way, as if we increase the temperature, then the vapor pressure curve of the solution run below the vapor pressure curve of the pure liquid or solvent. And you see the temperature where earlier the boiling point was attained is still we have to heat further in order to approach the boiling point, because at this temperature no boiling starts in the solution, as it is much lower, or it is as it is far apart from the atmospheric pressure line. So it means we have to heat the solution further so that its vapor pressure increases and it touches the atmospheric pressure axis over here. So at this see here, this corresponds to this temperature, that is T dash. Now this T dash is the boiling point of the solution. So it means when we add the solute, then the boiling point increases from T0 to T dash. And if you observe this graph, then it is clear that this boiling point is only because there is depression in freezing point. And if you add more of the solute, then it will depress more, and then the boiling point will increase and it will come somewhat here. So in this way, if we find out the elevation in boiling point, so this elevation in boiling point, that is delta TB, is the difference of T dash minus T naught, that is boiling point of solution minus boiling point of pure liquid, and this value depends upon the lowering in vapor pressure. Lowering जितना ज़्यादा होगा boiling point उतना ही ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. So in this way we can write from this graph that the elevation in boiling point is directly proportional to vapor pressure lowering, and which in turn depends upon mole fraction of solute, and as we know that mole fraction of solute depends upon molality of the solution. So we can write that delta TB is directly proportional to molality. So delta TB will be equal to Kb into m, where Kb is proportionality constant here, and it is called as molal elevation constant. This Kb is defined as delta TB, means molal elevation constant is defined as the elevation in boiling point when the molality of the solution is 1. Sometimes unit of this Kb is asked, so this Kb will be equal to delta TB upon molality, so its unit will be K kg per mole. Now what is the application of this property? This can be used to find out the molar mass of any unknown solute. So actually if we put the value of molality, then we can find out the molar mass of unknown solute, which we will see later. Now we will take another colligative property, that is depression in freezing point. Now what is freezing point? Actually freezing point is the temperature at which the solid and liquid phases of the substance coexist together. If you take the case of water, the liquid water and ice both will be there at the normal freezing point, that is at 0 degrees Celsius, and both the phases will have the same vapor pressure at the freezing point. But what happens when non-volatile solute is added? When non-volatile solute is added, it lowers the vapor pressure of the solution, and hence the freezing point of the solution is lowered or depressed. So delta TF is depression in freezing point. Now this can be explained on the basis of this plot where the vapor pressure is plotted with respect to temperature. Now suppose B, this point is A, this is B, this is C. Okay. Now this is the vapor pressure of liquid, this much at this temperature. Now what happens if we lower the temperature? On lowering, the vapor cools and it is converted into the liquid. On further lowering, the liquid, it slowly changes into the ice at this very temperature. Now if we cool the vapor, then it will be converted into the liquid, and on further cooling, the liquid will change into the ice at this very point, at this very temperature, that is T naught F. So at this point you see at point B, we have the ice phase, and now if we go below this, then we have only, means if you go below the freezing point temperature, so then you will have only solid phase, and if you go above the freezing point temperature, then you will have the liquid phase. This is the freezing point, so above freezing point you will have only liquid, and below the freezing point you will have the solid. In case of solid, if you change the temperature, then the vapor pressure changes very slowly. So now point B, that is the freezing point of the liquid. So it is the temperature you see at which both the phases are existing, that is liquid phase as well as solid phase, and it will have the same vapor pressure, this much. So this is the point at which both the phases are coexisting, that is liquid phase and solid phase, and this corresponds to the freezing point of the liquid. Now if you add some non-volatile solute to this liquid, then it will change into the solution, and as we know that with change in temperature, the vapor pressure curve of the solution run always below the vapor pressure of pure liquid. So it goes like this one, और ये टेम्परेचर जिस पर पहले फ्रीजिंग हो चुका था अभी फ्रीजिंग नहीं हो रहा है। तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि सॉल्यूशन में लिक्विड को फ्रीज करने के लिए हमें इसे और ठंडा करना पड़ेगा और टेम्परेचर को लोअर करना पड़ेगा, और अब वो पॉइंट यहाँ पर है, दैट इज़ पॉइंट डी, जिस पर कि अब वापस जो लिक्विड और सॉलिड फेज को एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है और जिस पर फिर एक बार वेपर प्रेशर इक्वल हो चुका है लाइक दिस, देन इट इज़ द फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन। सो व्हाट वी आर सीइंग कि जो एडिशन ऑफ सॉल्यूट है उसकी वजह से वेपर प्रेशर लोअर हुआ, और वेपर प्रेशर लोअर होने की वजह से जो फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट है वो क्या हो गया, डिप्रेस हो गया। अगर हम इसमें और सॉल्यूट मिला दें तो ये और नीचे आ जाएगा, अब ये और नीचे यहाँ पर टच करेगा करस्पॉन्डिंग टू दिस टेम्परेचर, तो इसका जो फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट है और कम हो जाएगा। तो जो डेल्टा टी एफ है, that is the depression in freezing point, delta TF, this will be equal to TF minus T naught F। तो जहाँ पर TF क्या है, ये है हमारा फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन, और जो T नॉट F है ये है फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑफ प्योर लिक्विड। तो जनरली पॉजिटिव वैल्यू के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए कि चूँकि जो प्योर लिक्विड है उसका फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट हमेशा ज़्यादा होगा और सॉल्यूशन का फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट हमेशा डिप्रेस होगा। सो वी विल टेक दिस डिफरेंस T नॉट F माइनस TF। ध्यान रहे कि अगर हमारा जो फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑफ प्योर लिक्विड वो केल्विन में दिया गया है और जो सॉल्यूशन है वो भी केल्विन में दिया गया है, तो डिफरेंस जो आएगा वो भी केल्विन में। और अगर दोनों डिग्री सेल्सियस में दिया गया है तब भी अगर दोनों को डिग्री सेल्सियस में हम सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो भी जो डिफरेंस आएगा द सेम डिफरेंस विल बी ऑब्टेन्ड इन केल्विन आल्सो, क्योंकि दोनों में हमें 273 ऐड करना पड़ेगा इस चीज़ का।